Hi there. Uh, I think it was 2 days ago when I posted a story regarding if you see variability as an important factor in exercise selection. Now, let's take a look at it from a bit broader perspective. Um, During our evolution, we had to adapt to many things. If our actions would be inflexible, if our body, muscles, neurological system, skeletal system, and so on wouldn't develop the way it developed, we wouldn't reach the point where we are now. So basically, our whole evolution happened because we had to confront all sorts of stressors. Very similar thing is happening in exercise selection in the training world. But here's one thing we need to take into account. Let's draw dogs. Let's draw a graph here. So on the X we got, man, I have a whole zoo going on here. On the x-axis we have time, and on the y-axis we have, for example, squat RM. Okay, so we want to build up strength in squat. So when time passes by, we're getting better and better in the squatting. So basically we're able to lift more weights. At some point we reach a plateau, but that's a topic for another story. If we draw another graph, on the Y we have range of motion, and on the X we have time. Here's basically right opposite what it's actually inversely to the previous graph. So basically when the time passes by, we're getting less and less range of motion if we are doing the same thing as before, if we are squatting, if the only thing we're doing is squatting. But here's the point, that if we want to be better at squatting, we need to squat, of course. The more strength, if we're building strength, the consequence of building strength is going to be less range of motion. So at the end of the day, we have to decide what is our priority. If we want to increase strength in squatting, for example, the consequence of this is having less range of motion, possibly feeling more rigid, not being so flexible, possibly having some muscular tension and so on. But on the other hand, if you just want to feel better, move well, we can do that by increasing the movement variability, by increasing the exercise selection. But we have to take into account we're not gonna develop so much strength in this exercise like squatting, for example. So the more specific we are, the better we are at that thing. Thank you so much for watching, and thank you for listening, my zoo.